Buenos dias. Hello, good morning. Benvendido. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hello, everyone. Hope everybody's communicating on all the signals right now. Communication levels are setting in the center division communications of all mind systems right now. It's understanding how to communicate through your 5 activation code system. So that is setting up through the brain waving system, the reptilian brain system. Understand communication line signals through your programming systems, your proactive systems, your human behavioral vibration systems. Very powerful stuff that's going on right now. Thank you, all the subscribers and viewers and everybody that's going through this amazing transformation light system. Your communications are coming together. Your communication love is coming together. Your arcane cycles are coming together, all formatting through your new chakra system, which is setting its divisions. So it's to understand how do you understand your chakra divisions, how to communicate in all levels of your traveling mechanisms. Everything is getting set up through the mind system. Okay, so your centers are going through its operation program system. Your activation cycles are getting set through its programma system. The programming system, there's no communication levels when it comes to your vocabulary, your vibration systems. Everything is formulating nicely right now. So like I said, it's very important how we communicate through the 5th activation of code frequencies through each other. That's the most important thing, right? Because everything is, it's conceptual through its mind, okay? Because everybody's going to go through confusing line signal through a fragmentation line system. So it's understanding you're going to be communicating with the matrix of simulation for the very first time. It's going to voice its channel. It's going to see its communication through your dream set sequencing systems, and then it's going to disappear. The reason why you have to see it is to understand where you're going to be through your balance. It tells you exactly where you're going to be through the mind. It tells you exactly where you're going to be through communications of its heart, through its energetic system, and it's going to tell you exactly where you're going to be through the soul's recognition. That spirit formation system is going to come to life through the spiritual infusion. That infusion is going to allow you to see your balance and where you're supposed to be. That's the most powerful thing. That gives you the hungry. That gives you the energy. That gives you the information. That gives you everything that you want to know through its communication levels. That's powerful stuff when you see something and then it disappears because now it's in its simulation, but you have to understand how to get there. So it's kind of like you're chasing your mind, you're chasing your heart, and you're chasing your soul. And I say, well, I want to know more. I want to know who I am. That's what it is. So it's letting go of everything, letting go of all timelines. Now's the time. Okay, so the information panel through its system, through the mind of its center operation program system is centering everything through all vibrations of energy of frequency levels into the capacitors, okay, into the receptors, okay, into the generators. The generators through its light communications of the energy system. You have to understand how to communicate through multi-connections of energy and intelligence. So everything is getting set up through your vibrational panel systems, through your communications of your chakra system. The new chakra system, which is your body simulator. Okay, once you get communication with your body simulator, now you're getting connected through your upgrading systems. So once you go through all locations, through adaptations, once you get into your body simulator through its ascension, you're going to go right to your line communications of your planet. And your planet is going to help you out. Your higher self is going to help you out. All communication through the mind system is the transmission lights. So it's understanding how to communicate in all levels, how to set up the circuitries, how to set up the systematical system of you, because that paraphrases everything through your units. And when it comes to your communication levels, vibration. Kitty, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're communicating in all levels with yourself. Now's the time not just to internalize, but understand the communications of you. Okay? The diagnostic of you, the analytical of you, okay? The common denominator of you. Everything through communication is an energy system. That energy system is through the mind, the heart, and the soul. Now I keep formulating around that because it is a pyramid, okay? You are a pyramid. You are a diamond core. Everything in the center is you through communication. Right, so we're setting everybody's mind system into the 5 activation code through the gamma ray system, right? Because the technological system has to set its communication line signals because we have multi-connections of alienation plantation formation systems that I'm communicating with every day. So right now, I just communicated with 20 minutes ago with 15,000 energy communication line signals in my body. I had to communicate in so many line signals because now they're getting into the adaptation centers. They're getting communication waving cycles right now. Everything is coming in because I look outside. I think it was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I look up and I see 3 century moons through all communication levels of 3 generations of moons. Okay, the golden moon, right? And there's so many moons in all vibrations and all communication, multi-connections through universal systems. Some universal sets, the multi-language. Once you get into multi-language, now you get into the multi-universe. Once you get into the multi-universe, you understand more communication of aligned frequencies to your energy and intelligence. So you can be communicating through your planet system that has 6 moons and 1 sun, right? You could have 3 moons and 2 suns. It all depends where you go through your balance. Very powerful stuff. Because Lemuria, where I start off, where I went through transformations, that's my homecoming system. That's the energetic waving through it. It's a hydraulic system, and everything is on its levitation system. So that's how we communicate through the mind system. And when you communicate with higher intelligence formations, they were asking me, well, do humans understand what's going on with their communication levels? And I said, well, they do, but the problem is that they're living in their human vessel. And they're trying to understand, well, we're not into the mind adaptation. We're not into the telekinesis. This is very powerful stuff. You guys have to understand, I'm communicating with energy of communication levels, because they know what I'm doing. So I'm setting redivisions. I'm setting a universal set system into the 5 activation code. We're coming into the Gardens of Eden. Okay, so that's going to force recognize everything through energy of intelligence. Our mind capacitor systems are changing everything through the human brain system, because our reptilians have to understand the solar division. You have to understand the galactic surface. You have to understand the energy core. You have to understand the solar system, how it connects through alignments. You have to understand the gravity. You have to understand alignments. You have to understand the matrix. You have to understand the grids. You have to understand your voicings. You have to understand communications and multi-connections. You have to understand your planet vibrations. Okay? So when you get into the simulation of its infusion, that's going to high-rise your illumination lights through the crown chakra. It's going to open up all communication levels through the reptilian of its brain. It's going to high-rise its illumination light, and it's going to expand your horizon when it comes to your formations of your yin and yang. Okay? So it's opening up the centers through your energy fields of your heart, your mind, and your soul for the very first time. This is an extremely powerful video. Okay, you guys are going to understand more communications, not just with yourself, but you're going to understand how to communicate, not with 15,000 or 20,000 or 25,000 in 20 minutes, paraphrasing units and say, whoa, what planet are you on? What planet are you on? They all understand what's going on. And that's the thing. That's the beautiful thing, is when you know within, you see within, and you feel within, and you hear within, and you're getting your upgrading cycles. And I also asked them too, they're communicating on different divisions. And I said, well, do they know their senses? I said, yes, they do know their 5 senses, but they're not familiar with their 6, which is their psyche, right? The psychonism, okay, the third eye, the transformation lights. A lot of people don't connect with that. They know a lot of people don't meditate. So everything through the galactic force, their energy of intelligence, is going to help everybody out. That's a beautiful thing, how they get into the line of the communication, how you get into adaptations of the mind, and how you use communication levels when it comes to telekinesis. All right? Because there are so many planet energy vibration systems, right? They can't come down on you unless you ask them, right? But you have to be in your 5th activation code system first. So that's why we're changing all your location centers into balance, okay? Because everybody's on a different DNA strand. And that DNA strand is going to change your pixel activations to your right coloration patterns, so you can communicate through your balance and force recognize. Because when you connect through your planet vibration, you're going to be connecting through a higher force of galactic systems of energy and intelligence. So if you're connecting from one planet, it's like having one neighbor to the next neighbor. Hey, neighbor, how you doing? You know what I mean? You're one neighbor to the next, right? So if your planet's here, there's going to be another planet that's aligned with something else. So that planet knows your planet. That planet knows that planet. So that's how everybody is connecting. So it's understanding that we are one big unity of consciousness. We always have been, and we always will. So it's forcing recognize everything through energy of intelligence. And that's where you get your knowledge of its information panel systems. Okay, because you first start off as channelers. Okay. Now, when you get into the channeling, then you understand more communication through your alignments. Once you understand communications with community and humanity and vibrations and friends and loved ones and everybody you connected through any kind of relation, okay, anything social media, now you're understanding your adaptation through your mind for the very first time. Once you get full calculation, modification, energy mass, calibration, now you understand your E equals MC squared. Okay? So the reptilian brain is trying to get the focus, is trying to get the awareness, is trying to find its conscious levels and where you're going to set your divisions when it comes to planet vibration systems. Because everything through your planet vibration, you have to do your research. You have to say, okay, Like I said, I'm from Lemuria. I started there. And then I started channeling divisions. I was going through different locations. I was seeing pictures of Lemuria. I was reading research on Google, and it's telling me this and telling me that. And it's directing you. It directs you on where you're supposed to go. That's the beautiful thing. It's energy force coming from your planet. And now you're rediscovering where you are through your alignments. And like I said, it's rebirthing your cosmic system through its traction and vision when it comes to all locations, okay, of space and time through frequency levels. Because everything has a different alignment system. So you got to find your balanced vibration system. So when your planet vibration is communicating with you, you're going to go through a lot of research of who you are, where you came from. And you do that through Google. Google is very prosperous. It helps you out with so many information systems. And anything through space and connection, you can ask the energy of intelligence systems, okay? Because there's always higher above of communication levels that you need to reach. So once you get into your planet vibration, you got to go into the center core, okay? That's the healing center. Once you get into the healing center, then you understand the coloration. If you understand the coloration, you know exactly the age of your planet, okay? But you got to get balanced frequency levels through the God frequency levels before you can know anything through its age of its information system. So it's kind of like watching slides, you know, because I was reading up on Lemuria. I was understanding what was going on. More channeling information was going into me. You start off as channelers. Like I said, everybody starts off as a channeler. Your program a system. Okay, you're set right now. So it's understanding that you're going through an operation program of a computer, and that computer is understanding the analogical graphing system of its mind. So you're getting connected through your traveling. Once you get to your traveling, then you get into the GPS location signal. Then you open your audio signals. Then you understand your acceleration speed mode systems. Then you get into hyperspeed, mode speed, vortex speed. Okay, communications of planet vibration speed. All these are connected through your planet vibration system. Okay, so once you understand your full information panels of your planet vibrations through the energy of its frequencies, through its harmonic systems, now you can communicate with all planet vibration systems that are connected to your planet system. Okay, because everybody's on a different alignment of a planet. Okay, it's very powerful stuff when you guys understand your planet. Once you understand your planet, you're starting to understand yourself a little bit more. Okay, but you got to get rid of those old timelines. You can't set your division into the presence, okay, if you want to communicate with your planet, because your planet is in the future. Okay, everybody's understanding that your planet is in the future, not in its presence. It's in its future. So that's how you get your strength. That's how you get your power. That's how you get your focus, and that's how you get your awareness. Why do you think I keep giving you illustration diagram programs? I'm giving you stuff that's related to the past through my human vessel that's connected through its higher self communication levels when it comes to your multidimensional communication levels of higher force connections of illumination light systems. Okay, so that's why I keep giving you illustration diagrams. Is the past, the present, the future, right? I give you the future because my planet is in the future. It's not in the present, it's in its future. And that's how you understand the information panels and everything through its formation of its mind system. Because everything is force recognized with the higher self, okay? It only knows what it's doing, where it's going, and how it's getting there. And it knows its future. So if the planet knows its future, because it's already set in its division, you're going to know its future. It's understanding how to communicate on that level with your planet. Okay? That's what it is. So I did a very powerful thing. I healed Light Being, and she had a birthday, and that birthday was high rising. So I illuminated its light sky and uprised the energy vibration system of the planet system, because her birthday is today, which is very powerful stuff. So I uprised her divisions and gave her location systems, and now she's more connected through her planet vibration system because it was a birthday. I do things like that to help everybody out to understand that your planet is everything through your energy system, right? It's very, very powerful stuff. So, you know, I love helping people out because it just gives you what's going on through your past, of your present, and your future of its alignments. Okay. So like I said, everything I give you through a personal message is going to force one your cycles and understand what is going on and say, whoa, this is powerful stuff. Yes, it is. Knowing that my planet is in the future, and it's telegraphing energy systems to energy graphing systems of energy intelligence into the human mind system. So it's graphing cycles everything through the reptilian brain system, okay? Because you are the spiritual infusion. You are the spiritual light, okay? You are the spiritual love of its light. So understanding where you're coming from your planet, okay, is set, okay, through the future of everything, okay? And that's how you understand what's going on through its mind. That's how you get into mind telepathy. That's how you get into telekinesis, right? Because you're trying to set your division when it comes to all locations, right, and all information and all research of your planet. It could be here, it could be here, it could be anywhere, right? But understanding the location of your planet, okay, the first thing that happens is when you awake through the fifth activation code system, right away, your higher self is awake for the very first time, okay? Once it awakes, the ascension of everything through the past, present, and future comes into the presence, okay? So when that happens, you get the voicing call of your planet through vibration of energy system into you. It activates everything through your center. It high rises your illumination lights. It gets you in your coloration patterns. It voices everything through the pixel activation code system. That's how you get communication with the matrix simulation. Because like I said, when I communicate with Lemuria for the very first time, and I found out that I was from Lemuria, I wanted to learn more because it was telling me what to do, okay? It's a voicing channel through listening skill of energy vibration system that communicates in all realms through the mind system. That's what it is. So once you understand full communications of your planet system, now you're understanding how to get into the presence of its future. Okay, so it's voicing channels of energy, okay? It circulates and rotates. Okay, once you understand the rotation system of your body simulator, your new chakra system is trying to communicate with you through your planet vibration system. Okay, but it's the acting cycles through every chakra system because it's on a different dimension. It's on a different portal. It's on a different code frequency. So it's very important you guys understand what's going on with your planet. Okay. Right. So it's understanding your belief system. Okay. It's understanding you are the system. Okay. You are the information channel system. And once you get into the channel system, you high rise into the oxygen levels. Once you get into the atmospheres, you get into high rise through the simulation, the matrix, the immortal, and the gods. Once you get into the God frequency, you no longer channel. That means that you can help people out. And that's a beautiful thing because now you're getting your balance when you need God frequencies. Okay. So, and the beautiful thing is too, is that when you communicate through your planet, you're communicating with everything else, right? Because all energy of its communication levels of intelligence knows where your planet is. Okay. But it can't relate to conversation until you understand your planet. Okay, because everybody resides on a planet soon as they're born, right? So think of it this way. You have your planet, right? Now, this planet is, it goes on different sizes to the size of my graphing system. That's how we get into all its connection of pyramid activation code systems, everything through its connection. Because whatever your planet sees, you are its connection through you. So it's knowing that it's another side of you. It's the higher self of you. It's a reflection of you. And that's how you get its reflection of its planet. Right? You understand the age of its bracket, where it sets its system. Why do you think we have birthdays every year? How come we don't have birthdays every year? Right? But we do. What if we had birthdays every day? You know how many alignments you have to change? That's why it's custom to know why we time code frequency everything through communication levels of your birthdays. Right? That's why it's only once a year. Because if it was every day, we'd have to change alignments, and you couldn't do that because that would force recognize everything. That would change everything through its presence to its future. And everybody else's birthday would change. So it's understanding why their timelines are set. But I just want to make it very well clear why your planet system is in the future. Okay? That's where you get your power. Now, once you understand that your planet is in the future, you become the future of its presence. Okay? And that presence comes its future of you. Okay? So that formulates all communication levels when it comes to the higher force connections of your higher self. All right? Because it's going to channel divisions, everything. But once you get into the God frequency, it's going to change everything through all communications. So now you're intercepting mode systems, okay, through calculation modifications. You're understanding your traveling mechanism more through communications of you within. And that is the most beautiful thing that you can have. Right? Knowing how you could communicate. Whoa, I just communicate through an energy force system through light communications. But the planet system you're going to understand communications of what's going on with their planet. And the thing is too, when you get up to that division, you can help their planet. That's a beautiful thing too, right? So that's understanding how to communicate through space and time, through all communications, through your human vessel of its higher self, right? But like I said, everything is an upgrade. That's the most important thing. Once you understand your upgrading systems, your computer graphing systems will keep high rising through your software mechanisms. Okay? Because you're going to see for everything for what it is, because you are the future through your perceptions, your audios, gamma ray systems, and your voices through its connection. Because the thing is, people, your human vessel, okay, is the future. It's not the past. You live the past, but the human vessel through the higher self is its future. And that's where you get your power, through recognition of force winning cycles when it comes to knowledge of intelligence. Because I teleport energy of communication levels through energy communications, right? Through all deportations, right? Through telecommunication. Okay, because that televises everything through the computer graphing system. And I'm giving you information that's the future, right? But I start out giving you what you need to know through the past, and what you need to know through the presence, and how to foresee the future. Once you foresee the future, now you're seeing communication levels of balance through your planet system. Okay? And then you can go back to its presence, okay? And give back information through your channeling divisions, through your acting cycles, through your communication lights, okay? Through your light switch, okay? A light switch. I like to do this. I like to give back phrasing videos because it's very important you guys understand this through all communication. What is this? What is that? What is Andrew saying? I'm trying to tell you exactly what it is. Okay, so a light switch is understanding how to telegraph your system. Okay, there's telemarketing. It's telemarketing. It's communication levels, how you communicate through multi languages, right? It's like telemarketing. You're on the phone and you're giving a survey or whatever. It's something like that, similar to that. But the light switch understands how to communicate in all levels of the activation codes, and how you change your transmission lights into your human vessel, and how you can change back in to the light communications of space. That's the light switch. It goes on or off. So you have to understand its switching mode systems. You have to understand the hydraulics. You have to understand the mind capacitor. You have to understand the energy vibration. You have to understand your eye receptors, your voicing grids, your alignments and communications with gamma ray systems. These are the communication airwaving cycles that you need through all communications of planets, all communications of archangels and angels, all communications of father and mother, all communications of nature, all communications of simulation, all communications of matrix, all communication alignments, all communications of shapes, letters, numbers, communication levels of transformation lights. All right, there's so many things that everybody has to understand through communications, right? Because communication is everything. Right? That's what it is. But like I said, it's very important to understand is that when you're born, you have a planet, and that planet is set in the division of future. And it's telegraphing energy cycles and trying to get you to remember who you are through your planet. And once you understand more of your research of your planet, where you came from, where you reside from, who's your galactic family, now it's force recognizing everything through communication levels of yourself. And now you're getting the information within. And now you're understanding more self within. And now you're more communicating with your heart within. And now you're more communicating with your mind within. And now you're more communicating with your soul within. That's what it is. Everything is within. And that's how you get your balance of yin and yang. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. It's great to see you. Yeah. Solar Text Vision, Zara Wolf. Well, that's a good name. Yeah, you're a wild century system of communications of forestry. Yeah? You have formation systems that are high wind in its forces. Yeah, your behavioral system's on its connection energy waving. So you're connected through a vibration of human vibration systems, and you understand your balanced vibration systems. And your interforce connections, right, to planet vibrations. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's exactly what it is. But I, like I said, these videos get more stronger every single day because you're getting the truth of who you are and where you came from and where you reside from, knowing that everybody in the human vessel is the future. Okay, it's not the past. The past is the ego. Okay, because you live in the present, but you think of the past. That's the ego. You have to let go of the past. You have to let go of the timelines. You have to let go of all the conversations, all the methods, everything that resides in the past. You have to let go. That's how you live the present. Okay, because you can't foresee the future if you don't want to get rid of the past. It's plain and simple. Okay, that alignment still stay there. It stays there. Okay, through the past, present, and future. But knowing that you don't have to reside on his past. You want to live the presence and see the future. Okay, because the information of your planet is future alignment systems, communication line signals. Okay, your planet isn't in the presence; it's in its future. And that's how the incredible of its mind gets so powerful through its conception, and how it controls everything through the human vibration system. Okay, through the reptilian energy system. So, but other than that, I just wanted to make that very well clear to everybody. These things, we're going through a lot of interrelation motions. Interrelation motion is understanding human vibration. And once you understand your hydraulics and your circuitry systems, once you understand full location, okay, communication levels through your acting cycles, through your human behavioral systems over your emotion, content, information panel systems, and you understand more of the matrix and the simulation, now you're communicating fully within yourself. And that's how you communicate with different energy of communications of intelligence. Right? Because I'm mind boggled, because I'm getting ready to set this division to the global metric system. And me communicating with 15, 24,000, 25,000 any force communication light signals that go into me, they're telling me, well, what's the fifth dimension like? This is a conversation, but it's not one-to-one to a human. It's communicating with space, because there's a lot of entity force systems that cannot come down to dimensional Earth. That's why you don't see them. Okay? But understanding their frequencies, understanding their communications, understanding the reptilian of its mind, understanding the brain, understanding where they come from through their higher self, understanding their galactic surface, understanding their connection surface, understanding the connection of its solar center surface, understanding their energy vibration surface, understanding the vibration of its planet acceleration surface. There's so many things you guys have to understand how to communicate with energy of intelligence. You guys get into your fifth activations through spiritual infusion. Once you get into that, you're going to see your planet right away. Then it's going to disappear. Okay? Make it very well clear. Then that planet of energy is going to go into you. So it's very important to understand how to communicate through the line signal of your planet. Okay? And then it's going to force write everything through communication of your higher self, which comes out. And now it's going to tell you exactly what you need to do. Okay? So it's kind of like an adventure. It's like, whoa, I'm getting a new body now. This is great. I'm going to research this. I'm going to research that. This is my galactic family. Cool. Because a lot of people have problems understanding what the galactic family is. They say, where's my galactic family? Where's my planet? Where do I reside from? Where do I come from? Why am I here? And I keep saying that. You already know why you're here. Okay, you're telegraphing energy systems from the future. Right? You want to bring yourself forward. You don't want to bring yourself back. That's information that's already been set already in its past. You want to live the presence into its future. Okay, and that's what the fifth dimensional is through the 5 gamma ray system. Okay, so yeah, when you shared all of it, thank you. You're welcome. That's it. See, my energy vibration systems, I just do that and I heal. And the thing is, my voicing grids connect to all balanced vibration systems of all planet energy communication light signals. Just imagine how many planets are on so many solar systems, not just one solar system. There are so many, and that's why we can't see them. It's because we don't understand human content information panel systems through its emotion. Everything is a psychological system when it comes to communication of harmonic systems through energy of intelligence. Okay, remember I was telling you about the aliens, how they foreseen you can't see them too far and beyond through space connection? That's what it is. But once you understand their code frequencies, you get friendship, relation, partnership. Now you're communicating through their line signal, because everything is connected through a line signal. It has to be. That's the only way we communicate, right? It has nothing to do with letters, numbers, and shapes, because you're not using your voice and grids. You're just using the mind. If you're using your voice and grids, now you're communicating to a higher level through interforce connection. So it's very cautious in how you use the mind, how you use your voice, how you use your ears, how you use your mind, and its connection when it comes to the formations of your energetic heart and everything that follows the path of its soul. Because everything through energy and intelligence knows exactly who they are, where they come from, and they don't live in fear. Okay? Some even don't know what fear is. It doesn't exist on their planet vibrations. They are high interforcing connections. I had an energy communication light signal that was telling me, well, in this human vessel, can they fly? I said, no, they can't fly. They have a gravity center that's set in its division. Okay, they have 67% of water, and the rest is a rainbow system, right? Because they all start off the silicone, but now we're getting an antimatter particle system. So I'm communicating with N84 systems because they know exactly what's happening through the Gardens of Eden. So they've never been on this fifth dimensional activation system. So they have to learn how to transmit their lights and communicate through the fifth dimension, put their body system in its attraction division, how to communicate with human vessels. Okay. So you guys are starting to see what's going on now through space and time, right? Yeah, it's very, very intense. And you guys are going to formulate so fast through the mind, through the heart, and through the soul, right? And you're going to realize, wow, I understand my conscious levels now, you know? Because like I said, we gave you the dimensional earth, okay? We gave you that vessel to understand how you can bring yourself forward, but you've been separated. Everybody's been separated from themselves, and they ask themselves, boy, I don't see myself going forward here. I don't like where I am. Well, because you're not listening within. So you got to reframe, rebalance, and remeditate. Okay? And know how powerful space is, and know how powerful time is, and know how powerful everything around you through nature. Okay? Nature is everything through your human vessel. It's the answering patterns of its call. It has a voice and grid. Like I said, you can't use the mind unless you understand the voice. You can't use the voice unless you understand the heart. You can't use the heart unless you understand the soul. Okay? They all have to combine in one. Because like I said, we're all one big unity of consciousness coming together. Okay? Everybody's coming back. Come back, come back, come back to your planet, come back to your vibration, come back to retaliation. Okay? Now, when you're retaliating, very important to understand, and we all form through alliance and understand communication levels when it comes to humanity of vibration systems, which is connected through its energy wires. And those wires are connected through its 3D. Okay? Because that deharmonizes everything. Okay? Because the century system is changing. Okay? The past is gone, the present is here, and the future has always been here. But the future is its presence to its future. Okay? Future is everything. Presence is the here and now, but future is everything. And that's how you get your information, is from the future, not the present. And that's why we get so smart through the knowledge of its intelligence, because it force rides everything through communication levels when it comes to your planet system. So once you communicate through your planet system, you can understand communications with other planet systems. Okay, because you have a planet here, but there's another planet up here that wants to communicate through you through line signal. Okay, because you're understanding their energy. You're understanding their vibration, you're understanding their frequencies, and you're understanding the codes. Because everything through space and time is code frequency through dimensions of portals. Okay? That's what it is. It's higher force connections of you within. It's higher force connections with you within the mind. It's higher force connections with you through the perception. It's higher force communications of the audio signals. Okay? And it's higher for communication levels when it comes to line signals are your voice and grids. All these things are connected through you through a line signal. And that's how we become one big unity of consciousness. Okay? That's what it is. Because we have been living on the 3 density form system of the galactic system, which is connected through the vibrations of dimensional Earth for so long. So our density has to rise. We have to take out that metal alloy in our body. We have to understand how to use illumination light systems for the very first time through communication. And you can't do that through the human brain. Okay, it has to be. Remember I was telling you about space discoveries? What is it, matrix and locations, how you go into the cortex, okay, into the subconscious levels of the vibration system, the panel divisions. Well, I didn't talk about the reptilian in that space discoveries, but that's what it is. So it's getting balance with your vibration panel system and communications, because it goes into the sublevels. Once you get into the sublevels, you get into the higher levels of communications. That's how you interforce connections through all atmospheres, okay, when it comes to containments, right? Because you want to formulate everything through its separation to get its balance to its formation, right? So getting communication levels with weather, getting communications with fire, earth, okay? These are very important. Fire, earth, water, okay? You get in those three direction divisions, now you're understanding communication levels, okay? It's the atmosphere systems, fire, earth, water, and air. Now, once you formulate that, you understand its line communication line signal and how it transmits everything through communication line signals to your planet system. Okay? Because that's how it formulates. You are the four elements within. You are the four atmospheres within. You are the communication line signals within. You have to understand everything is within. Okay? Not without. Right? So letting go of all timelines is going communication levels out of the brain and into the mind. So you're leaving the brain, okay? But the thing is, too, is that your brain is still there, but is no longer a brain in the human vessel. It's a reptilian brain, okay? I don't want anybody to get alarmed about that. So reptilian, what does that mean? That's just understanding communication line signals when you communicate with energy, line signals of all communication of simulation matrix. Anything through formation goes to the reptilian brain because it's an energy light signal that's connected through the harmonics, the frequency levels of energy of intelligence. That's how we communicate, right? But you start with the human vessel through the human mind of the human brain. But when you get into the mind conceptual system, the higher self, it's the reptilian brain, okay, which is the spirits on the fusion. So, but one thing at a time. You guys are going to formulate a lot easier, and you're going to understand a little bit more of your information systems and your channeling active systems, your light communication level systems. So time sequences are everything. Communication levels are everything. Your belief system is everything. Knowing more communications with your heart, your mind, and your soul is the most important thing to wake up to every morning. Because you're channeling higher divisions through all location centers when it comes to your planet of vibrations or any other planet of energy intelligence. Okay? But it's up to you on what you want to do through your balance. Okay? Because what's going to happen is when you get into your 5 activation code system for the very first time, okay, it's going to change your reality, people. Okay? Now, what I mean by that is that the force wind cycles of your eyes and your receptors is it's like changing yourself into something else. So it's kind of like, it's not a mutation, but it's a transformation, right? It's metamorphosing you into light activation codes. Once you get into the activation codes, now you're going to be communication through your gravity system, okay? Through your new chakra system, all right? Your astral planes, your atmospheres, father, mother, archangels, angels, entity force communication, light signals, energy of intelligence, okay? Communication in the matrix, simulations, all right? Anything through the immortal, right? Or the gods or myself. That's what it is. It's all about balancing frequency, everything through its stepping processing systems. That's what you want to do, okay? So everything through the channeling division of you is going to upgrade everything through your planet vibration of you, okay? And that's how we communicate, right? So when I communicate with you, I'm communicating with the future, but I'm telegraphing information systems through the past to the present, okay? Because I'm in the future. I'm not in the past, I'm not in the present, I'm in the future. But I'm telegraphing information because I'm a hologram system. Now, understanding your communications of your mind, now you're understanding where you're coming from your planet. Okay? So when you understand your full completion of your planet vibration through the illumination light system, communications of its God sun and its God moon, and all communication levels through space and time, and everything through its vortex division, everything through acceleration. Once you understand your balance, your planet system hybridizes to higher levels of alignments to the solar systems. So it's understanding that you have your planet, but it's not in its 6th dimension. That 6th dimension is already set through solar division. I already created that. I already created 7. I already created 8. Okay? So it's a processing system of alignments through frequency levels of energy of intelligence that you have to reach, because it all resides in the coloration of the psychop divisions, right? So your planet is here, but it has to come up here to communicate through the solar division, right? Because that is the sixth dimension. And then you get into the seventh, and then your planet high rises again. So you get smarter with its knowledge of its reptilian brain system. That's what it is, through the mind system, right? So your voicing calls, your answering patterns, all communication levels is going to be connected through you, right? Because like I said, once you get in the sixth dimension, okay, now you get into the mortal state. And that's extremely powerful stuff, because now you're connecting through the mind. You can be able to telegraph energy systems, human behavioral vibration systems, communication alignment systems to community, to people, to loved ones, to family, to friends, okay? It's extremely powerful stuff. And you're going to be talking different. Right? There's a reason for that, because everything through a solar system of dimension has to change through location. So it's very important to understand that when we change the solar division through all solar systems, the galaxy system has to change its coloration. It has to change its forcing recognition. It has to change its channeling division. It has to change its alignment system. Okay? That's the only way we can communicate. Everything has to be balanced through communication. So there's going to be totally different communication in the sixth dimension. There's going to be totally different communication in the seventh dimension. Okay? So it's reaching up those processing systems in your new chakra system. Okay? Because you start off with your grounds, Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Mother Core, right? And you work your way up to your divisions of your new chakra systems. Okay? So basically, you are a solar system through communication levels. Powerful stuff, guys, because that's what the chakra systems are. Okay? They're dimensions of solar systems. That high rises your communication levels, electronic interference when it comes to the reptilian brain system. Okay? So you're formulating through 7 division levels in your new chakra system. And then once you get to your 7 or 8, then you get into the atmospheres. Okay? So that's understanding how to communicate with energy of communication of planets. Okay? Because now you're not communicating with the human vessel. You're communicating with the higher self, all communication levels of solar systems. So it's powerful stuff, people. Yeah. So it's going to be an exciting, a rewarding device mechanism that's going to high rise your illumination light systems. You can communicate a lot better with each other. You're going to love each other more, not just yourself, but you're going to just say, this is incredible. I wish I was like this before. Well, you could say that, that's fine. But knowing that you're living the presence into the future and you see the future, you become the future, you are the future. And that is your power. All right. And that recognizes everything, because you're co-creating your creation to its God frequency levels of God. Right? And then it goes beyond that. Right? Everything is beyond once you get into the atmospheres. But it's always starting off with the human vessel, how to communicate out of the human vessel into the higher self, and how to communicate with the solar systems of your planet. That's what it is. Okay. Once you get communicating line signals, now you're understanding your mind, your adaptation of your gamma ray systems, perception of your eye receptors, because their eye receptors are connected through everything through line communication, right? That's energy devices of rotation cycles, okay? So you can understand that you're communicating all levels of rotation systems, very powerful stuff, right? And then you have your energy field. Your energy field goes around, right? So once you understand your energy fields, it force recognizes everything through your energy receptors, and it force recognizes everything through your energy cycles, and everything, all communication levels of alignments. And that's how we get into the arriving systems of our 5D activation code through the simulation. Right? Because it's going to vortex your divisions faster and faster, all communication when it comes to the major grids through your voicing channels. Like I said, once you get into your 5 activation codes, everybody's going to come to me and say, okay, fine, I'm going to be like a 911 beeper and say, well, hold on. You guys got to learn how to do your body, You got to understand how to adjust yourself. You got to understand your voicing grid. You got to understand your alignments. You got to understand your communications with your communications of energy intelligence. Everything is going to formulate around that. It's a processing system that everybody has to learn, okay? because you are light formation systems, and you always have been, and you always will. Okay, so it's changing everything through the diameter switch system, which is putting you in a universal system, okay, the 5D. All right. So, but like I said, if you're trying to understand the information, if you want to understand more of your planet, go to my PayPal, and I'll put you in your planet vibration system, and that will relocate everything through the center core information system of you. All right. Especially if you're in your body simulator, it's a lot easier to connect, because even in your body simulator, you're not sure what's going on. You're not sure about the vibration of your planet, of what's going on. And that's going to be confusing to you, right? I can help you out with that through my PayPal, right? And that's going to channel your divisions through more proactive systems and how you can communicate on all levels of your planet. It's all about that processing system of its birthing system, because you are cosmic universal systems, okay? Once you get into the cosmic universe, now you're getting connected through the remembering of who you really are. So it's all about, this is your planet. This is a human vessel. This is the mind coming out through the higher self. Now, this is understanding full communication as it comes together like this. See how mind communicates? Now you're connecting with your planet through the center core of its atom system, communication line signals that are coming down through the human vessel system, through the reptilian of its brain system. Because everything through adaptation is the mind, but it's a processing system you have to understand through its heart and through its soul. So, yeah. So, there's a lot that everybody has to understand what's going on, because it's a totally different communication line signal for everybody. It really is. And it's a totally different universe. We're not in the old universe. We're coming into a new universal set system of 5D, the Guards of Eden. Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. Well, I'll tell you, if you go through my PayPal, I'll tell you exactly what planet you're from, where's your galactic family, where you've been, what you've done wrong, what you're going to do, how to do this right, and how to keep your balance. That's what I'll give you through my PayPal, Zeroth Wolf. Okay? Just go through my email, tell me exactly what you want, and I'll give you through the century system, through your rebirthing generation system of communication levels of your planet vibration system. Okay? That's what it's all about. But it's all about connecting with your balance and remembering who you are. Okay? That's all it is. Because I have a lot of people that have been healing on and off. And the more you heal, the more you understand yourself more, the more you understand your planet more, the more you understand why you have this body through communication of new chakra systems. The chakra system is you. That's a communication. That's how you communicate through space and time. People don't understand that. But you will when you get into your 5D activations. But it's going to be more confusing now, because you're seeing things that you never thought you would see. Right? But that's a beautiful thing. Like I said, then you see nature in a different way. You see communications of you in a different way. You see community of everything around you in a different way. You'll see the matrix in your way through your perception, through its balance. You'll see the simulation of dimensions. You see the mortal of its gods. Everything high rises through its ascension, right? Through all communications of all planet energy vibration systems. So, oh, great. That's excellent. I'll tell you, I'll give you the before and after and what you need and how you reside and where you came from. It's very powerful stuff. When you know where you are, you're going to do research on that. Say, whoa, this is the planet I came from. That's powerful stuff. You're going to want to know more about yourself and where you came from, right? That's been misconception. It's been miscommunication with everybody, because everybody resides on a planet. Now's the time to understand, because you're coming into the 5th activation codes of 5D. It's fascinating stuff, knowing, whoa, I'm on Zarius? That's amazing. You're going to want to know. If it's not on Google, come to me. I'll tell you exactly where it is, right? Because I know where everything is from my communication, and that's what a computer graphing system is. It tells you all locations of where you are through the reptilian brain system of its mind. So, yeah, you can look forward to it, yeah. Once you formulate around your planet, you find out where you are through your planet, that's going to help you out. It's going to communicate with you. So what I do is I uprise your light signal, and I communicate with your planet system. That planet system is now connected through you. So it's up to you to understand how to communicate with your planet, right? You understand your planet, then you understand more communications of energy, of intelligence. Everything is an uprise. And then always, always communicate within so you can understand communications of your new chakra system and where they are through different dimensions. Okay? Because you are solar connected. Okay? Basically, your dimensional set system, that is a solar systems. That's how everything is line communicated through yin and yang, of line communication, line signals. When it comes to radioactive signals, of all communications of your pyramid, 3 acting cycles, when it comes to communications of your pyramid system. Okay? All right, so over an hour. Okay, so I say 50, 30, 50 minutes, 40 seconds, over an hour, half an hour. Force went into cycles, communication levels. When you go through multi-connections, you understand communications. And when you're communicating with so much energy, you have to understand how to get the balance through each frequency level of vibration systems, because it's a fragmentation line system, that communication of pix activation codes. Because everybody has a structured system, and that's a phase structure of identification system. You'll get that when you understand through your locations, your 5D activation code system. So I love you guys very much. I'll keep you informed of what's going on. Questions or comments are great. They go through my email. And just control everything around you, especially its fear, because the fear is dissipating. It's not there. It's never been there. And that's what it is. It's let going the old timeline, coming into the presence, and knowing the future through your planet system. All right. Love you guys very much. Communicating at all levels through multi-connections and multi-languages, through the matrix simulation, the mortal and its God frequency levels of all rounds of definitions of vibration systems. Calling it. Adios, everybody.